the adventure continues at a slightly rainy Magic Kingdom. Not so rainy that we want to pull out our umbrellas, and certainly not rainy enough that we pull out our ponchos. Although some people are wearing those, but it's that light kind of rain. But I enjoy kind of warm summer rains. We don't get the kind of thing in Colorado. I enjoy it every time it happens. And we got here a little early because you can't park hop until 2 o'clock, and we got here about 1:30. We left Animal Kingdom, went back to the resort, and we're planning on swimming, and that's when it started raining, so it closed the pool, and we couldn't go to the pool anymore. So we just went back, got dressed, and hopped on a bus, came to Magic Kingdom, but we got here a little too early to get in. But we're in now. And on top of that, so we were expecting to have to leave at 9 o'clock tonight, because tonight they're doing a Boo Bash, what is that? They're not doing Halloween parties this year because of COVID. So instead they're doing what's called a Boo Bash. It's just like a couple, 2 or 3 hours, I forget exactly when it closes. It might just be 9 to 11, but then you can stay till midnight. Where they have cavalcades, and they have the cadaver dance singing, and they have trick or treat, and they have some special food items, and some of it's free, like you can get free popcorn all night long, and some of you have to pay for if it's a special kind of snack. And we had decided not to do it initially until we saw some videos on it, and then we thought, well, this actually looks pretty good. But it was kind of expensive, so we were being wishy-washy, and then the tickets were no longer available. Everything was sold out. So we thought, okay, well, we're just not gonna be able to do it. So we were here early and we couldn't get in quite yet. So I decided to go over to the ticket booth and ask, hey, is it sold out tonight? And she said, it's very thin. She's like, you can't buy it online anymore, but we can still sell them to you, up to a certain amount. And so we're in. We had no idea when we got here that we'd be attending the Boo Bash. But now that we're here, we are going to enjoy the heck out of it because it was kind of a surprise. It's expensive. It was about $135 a person with our annual discount, which is kind of a lot. But we had some lucky money that I had come into, so we wanted to spend it on that and couldn't, and now we're glad that we were able to. On top of having, like I mentioned, the cavalcades and some of the free food, or already paid for food, I should say, and the events that they have there special to it, they also have most of the major rides open, over 20 rides open with reduced wait times. So you don't have to, if you want to ride rides during that time, then you can. And it's like at a very, very reduced capacity park. So there's a lot to do during that. So we're going to ride probably a couple of things, and we're going to see some of the shows, and we're going to do some of the trick-or-treat trails, and we're going to have a great time. So come and join us on our surprise to us journey today in Magic Kingdom, including a Boo Bash tonight. Isn't Main Street wonderful? The answer to that is yes. I like during the Halloween season, they have the pumpkins there, but you can still see the castle through them, like if you were taking a picture there. In Disneyland, it was a giant pumpkin that you would stand in front of, and it would block the view of the castle, which was still nice. Like, don't get me wrong, that was nice too. But I like this because you just have the pumpkins on the side, and then you have the castle behind it. Plus all the Halloween bunting, and they have the different
specific pumpkins
up. So like there's pumpkins up there.
And a fire hydrant for the fire department.
Oh, Josh is saying that some of them are specific like,
to buildings.
Oh yeah, so there's a fire hydrant one over there on the firehouse. See that? And there's like a Dalmatian one that just has a bunch of spots. It's white with spots.
I mean, there's a puppy one there too, I think so.
And the one looks like a puppy. And there's one that says the bathrooms are to the left. That is fantastic. I know it kind of looks like a pumpkin probably from here, but it's really just like a male and female symbol that are normally on bathroom doors. That's wonderful. And then yeah, there's a Dalmatian up there, and
more spots and spots.
Spots and spots, and a fire hydrant. That is pretty cool. I would like to introduce you to Roy Disney. He is Walt Disney's brother. Walt was the visionary, Roy was the money guy. If it wasn't for Roy, none of this, or even Disneyland, would have happened. Roy is the one who worked with ABC to broker the deal to get Disneyland on there, Wonderful World of Disney on there, which helped fund Disneyland. And then once Walt died, towards the end of the 60s, Roy was going to retire and came out of retirement so that he could get Walt Disney World built. And so he was a very loving brother, but Walt would not have gotten anywhere without his brother Roy working with bankers and getting the money all together. So we should all appreciate Roy just as much as we do Walt. He just doesn't get as much attention. But I wanted to draw attention to him. He's the man behind the magic. For a long time, the fire station was the home base of a game that you could play on Main Street called Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, where you got collectible cards and you could use them at spots and things would happen. Like there's video and you could attack Disney villains and such. But now it's just back to being a firehouse. And I do think that, I love this, that this does come out. I mean, they have used it as a vehicle in the past, otherwise it just sort of sits in here. And there are patches that are pretty cool over here. Does that work, Josh? Like if you turn the crank? Anything happening?
It does not.
Oh, darn.
It's not like the one I was thinking of
Yeah.
in Disneyland.
There's one in Disneyland where if you listen to it, you can hear a party line going on.
A sorcerer's card up here. They put up a little sorcerer's.
Oh yeah, they put up a little bit of one of the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom cards there. There's a callback to when this was the home base for that. We went into the Emporium to look at some of their Halloween stuff, and oh my gosh, look at this. They have stuff from Hocus Pocus, and there's a Thackeray Binks. Not Zachary, Thackeray Binks. That is freaking adorable. And then there's all the different Sanderson sisters. Winifred, Sarah, and Mary. They look great. Man, if I had room for those, I would put them somewhere, but I don't. It'd be great to put up, but I don't have room for all these. I might get a Binks though, because I love cats. And they also have some other Hocus Pocus stuff on this side, more Binkses. And they have the shirt. You can grab one of those so you can see the back. Josh will grab that. Just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. It's beautiful.
There's the sisters.
Yeah, with the Sanderson sisters. That's incredible. And then there's I think it's a pitcher? Let's see. I'm not sure what this is used for. It's not a, maybe it is a pitcher you just pour out there. Okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, anyway, this is 30 bucks and the shirt is
70.
Josh's gonna look.
75.
75, and it's a Spirit jersey, I think,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Spirit jerseys are always kind of
Thackeray's
expensive anyway.
23.
That Thackeray is 23. I think the Sanderson sisters
Probably
are
right
right
around
around there
that
too. They also have
Halloween Crocs.
Hocus Pocus Crocs with the sisters on them. The person who sold us the Boo Bash tickets was telling us that they discovered these because somebody had come to return them, and so she had to spend her lunch hour going to find these to buy them. They're pretty cool. I wouldn't wear them, but I think they're neat. They also have this t-shirt. The t-shirts are how much?
37.
37. Happy Halloween 2021. I thought about getting one of these for the cruise, but I don't know. Now that I see them, I worry about how they would hold up under multiple washes. Now, honestly, everything we bought at Disney usually holds up pretty good.
That's a good point.
So that's probably not a very well-founded fear, but I do have a fear of it. But I might end up buying that by the end of the trip. We will see, because I don't really have anything to go on the cruise that's like Disney Halloween related. And we really liked this to hang up for Halloween, but then we looked at the price,
$50.
and it was $50. And we get 20% off of that, so that's
So there's a little
not terrible. Yeah, there's a little hanging
spider.
spider. That is another thing that we're gonna think about and decide on, because we would put that up every single year.
Totally.
And then
Candles.
free candles,
Mugs.
How much are the candles? 20 bucks.
That's not terrible.
One thing I also really like is this limit 2 per guest, because sometimes people come in here and buy like 50 of them and then sell them on eBay, and then people who came into the parks
These
couldn't
are
get
for
them.
like candy.
And I'm glad that they're limiting it. That doesn't mean a person couldn't go back and buy 2 again and again and again and again,
But you have to work
it's
for it.
harder. Yeah, you have to work for it. This is just to put like candy in this little grab bag. And how much were these mugs? Mugs are usually about 25 bucks. And ooh, that's cool.
And then Under Your Spell.
What does that say? Under your
Under
spell?
My Spell, I think.
Under my spell.
Yep, Under My Spell.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like Halloween merchandise. Oh, there's a Halloween pillow here too. And how much is that? $29.99. And what do we have over here? We have kitchen stuff, kitchen towels, and we have an apron. Josh and I were looking at that too. The mat that goes in front of the house.
Getting it home is really challenging.
Yeah, they're hard to get home.
Excuse me, guys, sorry.
No, you're okay. Excuse me. And those are for Crocs. We have some ears and Loungefly, Halloween bags.
Yeah,
More ears.
this interesting graffiti style.
Yeah, sort of graffiti style. I like this too. I don't think it's, I don't know, I think men or women could wear that, but kind of strikes me as being women's clothes. I guess it depends on what size.
Wouldn't the zipper be on one side?
And,
yeah, see, I think that's...
but anyway, I like the thing here. I don't know if I like the gray. Like, I wish it was a different color and then had this, but I'm not actually sure what color would work there. But anyway, that is a sampling of some of the Halloween merchandise that is available during this time. I love when it rains. Rather than doing regular cavalcades, they do this sort of like rainy day cavalcade. And it's called Mickey. I love you, Mickey. Got Minnie. And Donald's in there. Daisy. Pluto. I love you, Pluto. She's giving me kisses. I gave her kisses. Yay! And here it is, the famous Cinderella Castle, done up for the 50th, which is October 1st. That is the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World in general, and Disney, or Magic Kingdom in specific, because it was the only park open in 1971. There were other things to do, but this is the only park open until Epcot opened, I think, in 82. And so they've done it up. They put a little bit of bunting on there. They put the big 50th on it. It's pretty, actually. They had painted it earlier this year. Or I guess it was a year ago. Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? They had painted it to make it sort of more gold, knowing that the 50th was coming up. And now the 50 thing has been put on there since we were here last a couple months ago. And the rest of the bunting. It's beautiful. It's pretty. I like it. I always like the castle. But, you know, when they really do it up like this, it's gorgeous. But there it is. Pretty awesome. I also like little accoutrements like this, where it's near the Cinderella Castle and it looks like the carriage. Pretty neat, huh? You get a lot of pictures and videos at the castle, but not as many from the castle. We're right up here, right at the top before you walk in. And you can just look all the way down Main Street and you can see a press of people. It's actually not that busy here when you look at the wait times. This always looks busy, of course, because this is the only way in and out of the park, so it's always crowded on Main Street. And then, of course, there's people taking pictures here in front of the castle. So there's always a lot of people here, but as you spread out through the park, we haven't done it yet today, but we expect that there's not going to be as many people because all of the ride times are like in the 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that kind of thing. And that's exciting because we want to ride some stuff today. It's a little while before dinner, and our lunch was kind of small. If you saw our last video, it's just a couple of sliders and some fries. So we stopped by Friar's Nook in Fantasyland and got their buffalo chicken tots, and you can get a side of the plastic cheese for $1, so I did. And then while we were waiting, Josh went to Storybook Treats.
You're good at remembering. I know.
And got the lime soft serve. So it's lime Dole Whip, essentially. It's very refreshing. What do you think, Josh?
It's probably the only real Dole Whip that I love. I like the other one.
The strawberry.
I like the strawberry, I like the raspberry, but this is the one I love.
Yeah, but
There's
the lime, he likes, you know, some more sour things, and lime is perfect for him. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, I like it too. I don't like it better than the orange one I get, but it is still good. One of the ways to tell how busy the park is how long the line is for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Right now it's only 45 minutes when sometimes it's like 3 hours. So that is a good sign that it's actually not that busy. And it just sort of reopened because the rain had closed out some of the rides and mostly roller coasters. But that one was closed. We are still in Fantasyland. and we are heading over to Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which is a 35-minute wait. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that that is 35 minutes.
Whoa.
Probably because of the rain, some of the other ones are closed, so people flock to the ones that are open and indoors. Maybe we'll skip this for now and head towards the PeopleMover. I like Pooh, but I don't know if I'd wait 35 minutes for it. So we're gonna keep walking this way. Fantasyland will eventually transition into Tomorrowland, right around where the Speedway is. And you can see over here the teacups. Technically it's called the Mad Hatter Tea Party, but that is the teacups. And oh, Mickey Balloon. Those things are so cool. I've never gotten one because I don't know how I'd get it home, but I do like balloons. We made it to the PeopleMover. I love the escalator that takes people up. Not really an escalator because it's not stairs, it's just kind of a moving platform, but it goes up. So you don't have to walk up. The PeopleMover is continuous loading, so it's real easy to get on. Even when it looks busy, it's not very busy because it just eats up people and they can get on very quickly.
It's the perfect vehicle for people watching. So keep your eyes peeled. You never know who you might see.
I do like people watching. Yeah. Get a nice castle view here. We'll get another one, even better one, on the way back, but I like this one too.
Inspiration for everyone. Many of its forward-thinking ideas have been realized throughout Walt Disney World. The checkered flag in your very own race car. Young or old, it's your chance to drive in the fast lane without worrying about getting a speeding ticket.
I enjoy the Tomorrowland Speedway. We don't have to do it every single time, but I like it every time we've done it. Look at all the progress they've made on the Tron ride. That's pretty awesome. I cannot wait for that to open. The sound you hear are the cars from Space Mountain, because PeopleMover goes through the Space Mountain building.
Contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon.
Upward 40 Astro Orbiter. Pilot your own spacecraft as you take a spin around the planet and ascend to other lovely heights.
I mentioned in my previous video today when I ranked all of the, this is the Animal Kingdom video from earlier, I ranked all of the spinner rides and I decided that Astro Orbiter was the best spinner ride because of the view. Like, there's nothing special about the ride itself, but you get an incredible view.
Inside this rotating theater, whole families welcome you into their homes and guest with a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Calling all Space Rangers, this is Buzz Lightyear. Report your star cruiser and join me on this daring spaceship against the evil Emperor Zurg.
As an honorary Space Ranger, you'll use your own personal laser camera.
There's the other version of the castle that looks great.
So drop in
And the entrance to Tomorrowland right there. We're coming to the end of our ride now.
Yeah, very good. Keep it moving. We're on a tight schedule here.
That's where we load up over there and unload up, as the case may be. Here we are at the hub. It is 3:44 and it's pretty quiet actually. We're coming from Tomorrowland, which is over that way. And we're heading over to Adventureland because I want to get a snack for myself. Josh had his lime Dole Whip and I am going to get my vanilla and orange Dole Whip from the Sunshine Tree Terrace. I think that's what that one's called. Because there's also Aloha Isle, but I think that's the one with the pineapple Dole Whip, the more traditional Dole Whip. The hub is awesome because, well, there's the castle, obviously, and then if you go this way, Main Street, and we're heading off this way to Frontierland. Well, it's Adventureland. Eventually it'll turn into Frontierland. And if you go that way, then the Liberty Square is over there. And I want to show you some of the decoration. I love these Mickey's decorations, and they will light up. Yeah, right now it's not lit up, but it'll light up and sort of like flicker, I think.
Like there's a candle.
Yeah, as if there's a candle in there. So I just love these decorations. On our way into Adventureland, we noticed that the spring roll cart was open, so we got ourselves a couple of the Cheeseburger spring rolls. Looking forward to that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. These are so good. We've had these before, and they're amazing. Comes with a aioli. I'm not sure what's in the aioli.
Mayonnaise and something else.
Yeah, it looks like mayonnaise and something. It's almost like a Thousand Island or something. Anyway, you can also get ketchup, mustard, 2 tips of mustard like there.
Oh, spicy
We're gonna
brown.
bite into these. My favorite treat here is the orange and vanilla cream Go Whip, which is just orange and vanilla. And it's amazing. It's about $5. It's wonderful. I recommend this if you like orange and cream. Not everybody does, but I do. Get it. We took one of the walkways from Adventureland over into Liberty Square so we could hit the Haunted Mansion while the wait time was only, I don't know, like 20 minutes or so. Not too bad.
No.
That's really good for Haunted Mansion, actually.
Just as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way.
Continuously loading rides are awesome. This is called the OmniMover system. It was invented in Disneyland for the Haunted Mansion. This keeps going and going as people load, so it never has to stop.
Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing the bell. Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at.
Walking through Frontierland on our way to Pirates of the Caribbean, and we came across Chip and Dale. They're so my favorites. They don't know this, but I'm wearing my Rescue Rangers Chip and Dale magic band. They're so wonderful. Arg, the next ride be Pirates of the Caribbean with a wait time of only 15 minutes. Occasionally I have to be reminded to put my mask on when I'm walking indoors. We're usually pretty good about it, but we haven't been perfect. Certainly not. So since this is an indoor ride, we'll have to wear a mask the entire time. Whereas like, while we were standing outside in the line for Haunted Mansion, we didn't have to wear a mask, and then we had to put it on once we got to the inner part of the queue. Ooh, it's gotten dark. I always get splashed like cannonball water, and that's what happens.
Show yourself, you miserable cur!
Everyone an egg layer.
Not less than me laying golden eggs.
A lady there, you bilge rat.
Oh, quit your clucking. The gentlemen want the rum. Don't ya, boys?
Hey, watch the runs!
Here I be, holding the treasure map and the key as well. What I wouldn't give to see the look on Captain Jack Sparrow's face when he hears tell 'tis only me what's got the
It's us with things like that. Pop them grafted lovers. All that plastic.
nice kings.
So, rascals and scoundrels, villains and knaves, they got me on show. The devils and blacks, you really bad eggs, they got me on show.
If you've seen a lot of my more recent Magic Kingdom vlogs, you will know that we enjoy eating at the Skipper's Canteen. So we decided to have Skipper's Canteen again today. I remember the very first time we came here, we did not enjoy it very much, and we didn't come for several years. Then they kept changing up the menu, and eventually we decided to try it again, and we really enjoyed what we had, and so now it's become one of our staples. Our favorite place in Magic Kingdom to eat used to be the Liberty Tree Tavern, because you could order for lunch a la carte. I don't need the sun when I'm outside. A la carte, and they had good pot roast, and they had a good turkey pot pie, and some brown bread that was amazing. But now they've moved to an all-you-can-eat menu for both lunch and dinner after the pandemic started, and we're not really an all-you-can-eat, and they have got rid of some of the items that we like, so we haven't been back since. I'm really hoping that they go back to that, but I'm kind of thinking they won't. They probably make more money off of the all-you-can-eat, and they don't have to keep those extra items on hand, so that's sad. But so Skipper's Canteen, Jungle Navigation Company's Skipper's Canteen. Ugh, it's a long name, it's a mouthful. It has become our new favorite place to eat in the Magic Kingdom. That's a sit-down restaurant. We got the super secret menu item, the Brazilian cheese bread.
That they tell you about.
Well, actually, this is the first time ever. She told us about it. Like, she said it's not on the menu, but they have it. And it's the first time anyone ever said it. We knew it was here because we, read about it and seen it in vlogs such as this. But she actually mentioned it. But anyway, this is our favorite appetizer they have. Essentially, it's Brazilian cheese bread. You can see it's bread. It's very cheesy inside. Comes with a chimichurri sauce and like a hummus. Is that hummus?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, it's delicious if you dip it in there. We asked, and it is a poblano, geez, I can't speak today. Poblano pepper cream cheese, along with an onion chimichurri. We ordered the Taste Like Chicken because it is, which is kind of fried chicken, and it comes with rice and some vegetables. And we're just splitting it because it's way too much for one of us to eat. So Josh
I've done it.
I mean, Josh has done it, but
Because it's good.
so we asked for extra rice too, and they brought some out. So now we each have half a chicken breast and some rice, and this looks pretty good. Back to Frontierland because we're making our way to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and we came across some country bears. That's awesome. And next up is the wildest ride in the wilderness. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and the standby line's only 5 minutes, which is incredible. So, time to go in. One thing I never understand, and this is true of almost any ride, there's always people that like linger at the beginning of the ride, and they get in everyone's way because you can't get in the standby line because they're just lingering there. And you just saw that in the video. They were just kind of standing there like, move out of the way. Let everyone through. Oh, this is so much more fun when the crowd's into it. The next ride will be the world famous Jungle Cruise. Standby time of 30 minutes. That is not bad at all, because sometimes this will be fairly long, all day long. And it's not continuous loading, and each ride is like, I don't know, 8 minutes or so, I think it is. 8 to 10 minutes, so it's not a short ride either. Anyway, it's one of our favorites. I love dad jokes, I love puns, I'm a big fan of that kind of humor, and that's what this thing is all about. So this is right up my alley.
Jungle Cruise. Oh, world famous for. Famous around the world, yeah. My name is Skipper Alex, and today I'm going to be your boat driver. I'm going to be your tour guide, your alligator wrangler, your safe chopper, and if you guys don't laugh at my jokes, you're a swimming instructor. I'm just kidding, you guys. I don't know how to swim. Oh, wow, that is bizarre. That is awkward. There were way more people there earlier. But
That's changed. That's new.
I couldn't imagine that that would work in a constricting relationship, if you know what I mean. And they wanted to be very wise with Stefani. They're bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
That's different too.
On the right side of the head, there's giraffes, funny looking babies, zebras, and oh my goodness, folks, would you look at that? A pack of lions protecting an innocent sleeping zebra. They look like they really take their job with pride, and that zebra, he was dead. Tired of it. Give over to Dave. Everyone say hi, Ada. Bye, Ada. This side is the famous Schweitzer Falls. Now, Schweitzer Falls was named after the late great Dr. Albert.
We waved at the other boat. That was awesome. They peered back at us. This is totally new. I mean, not the hippos, but a sunken boat is totally new. That's really cool. Oh, there's another one over there. This is completely new. It's so awesome. Backside of water.
Can anybody here tell me how we know these are Indian elephants? I just said that. So, but feel free to snap some photos, you guys. They're all receipts in Cinderella. Everyone has their trunks on. Oh, look at that. Two babies standing under a full moon.
This is where Trader Sam used to be.
Repurposed our old lost and found into a gift shop. Now he's currently out picking up some more wares, but have you guys ever noticed how many strollers for the like really cool things are left parked everywhere here? Oh, it's crazy, yeah.
Last time we were on the Jungle Cruise a couple of months ago, we noticed that they have been making changes. Like the people on the totem pole are now much more ethnically diverse than they used to be. And the areas that were already there, I mentioned this while I was watching the video, have changed. They got rid of a lot of the more offensive African stereotypes and replaced them with something different. So now, instead of the war band, there's nothing. Instead of the people doing the African dance, they replaced that with the boat, like sunken boat and stuff, or with the monkeys. So it's it's cool that things change around here. I mean, I get it, they want to get rid of those offensive stereotypes, and I'm all for that. At the same time, they're not just getting rid of them, they're replacing with things that are much more interesting anyway. And so I'm all for that too. So it's neat. It's nice to come here and see something completely new that you had no idea was going to be changed. That's the magic of Disney, is it's always changing. Walt Disney himself said that Disney will never be finished. There's always imagination in the world. And I know there's a large contingent of people who don't like anything to change. It needs to remain exactly the way it is. I'm not like that. Change it. Walt wanted to change things. His idea was that things should change. Just because something is there doesn't mean it doesn't deserve to be changed in some way. And I've approved of most of the changes they've made. So yeah, that's where I stand on that. I'll get off my soapbox. We were sort of talking about it all day, and so we decided that we wanted to buy this so we could put it on our door. Yeah, the fact that we kept talking about it, kept coming back to it. It's 50 bucks. We got our annual pass holder discount, which is 20%. And what's awesome is we didn't want to put this in our bags and squish it, so we're gonna have them ship it to us. It's $8. They'll ship anywhere in the U.S. And for $8, that's not too bad. She says 12 to 15 days before it gets there, which is perfect time because we're not going to put it up until the middle of or end of next month anyway. So just so you know, if you buy something at Disney, they will ship it for you. And both times we've shipped anything, it's been $8, regardless of what it was. Next ride is the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. 25-minute wait time. We have these walls made of honey here, and you don't have to. You can touch it, but you don't have to. You can wipe away, and there'll be characters. Like there's Rabbit. Here's a new one. Josh's gonna do it. There we go. Oh, someone's over here. It's Piglet. So it's supposed to be just like a honey wall that you wipe away, and there's things underneath it.
I don't know what's doing with that. Your phone doing that?
I wonder if my phone's doing this. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
What the hell?
I think it's sending out signals that's causing that to happen. That's actually kind of cool. Let's see what kind of trouble Pooh's getting up to.
One day in the 100-acre wood, the East Wind traded
Happy Wednesday. I'm in the mood for food.
If you ask me, he'll never reach that tree.
Why me? Why me? Oh dear. Hang on tightly, Roo.
This is where Mr. Toad used to be, so they have a slight nod to him there. I love this part with Tigger!
Come bounce with me.
And you bounce! Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
Bouncing makes you feel just great, doesn't it? Follow me. Watch out for heffalumps and weasels. They steal honey. Steal honey.
Awesome effect coming up. This is my favorite room here. It's cooler and it looks like rain even though it's not raining. I mean, it's not real water.
Goodness gracious. Whoa, a very big waterfall.
And you end on a Pooh bud.
To say,
Time for some roundy round Prince Charming Regal Carousel action. I know carousels are so simple, but I like them. They're just fun. Whoa, my carousel horse is badass. Look at him, he's wearing barding. This is a war horse I'm on. That's awesome. I know it's kind of hard to see, but look at that. He's actually wearing armor. I've named my horse Frodrick, so onward, Frodrick, to victory! And Josh is over here. Josh, did you name your horse?
I did not name my horse.
You did not name your horse.
It's not a long-term, like, it's not going to be with me long-term.
You get a quick tour of Fantasyland while you're riding the carousel. They have this area over here closed. Oh, there's people in it though. This area over here closed off for the fireworks that are about to happen in about 45 minutes. I guess that's not really about to happen, but in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, you just go around. It's so simple. It's fun. Yay! Sorry if this video is making you dizzy. We're in the standby line for Peter Pan, and you can stand in front of this. It looks like shadows, but really it's like a projection, and now these butterflies will land on my hands, like they are right now. It's like I'm doing a trick with a butterfly. And sometimes they have bells out that you can ring. And now Tink is flying around.
And off we go!
Get some pixie dust from Tink. And now we can fly. And there's Nana! I love you, Nana! Flying over London. Ooh, we got a lot of altitude real quick. I don't know if you can see this in the video, but down there on the roads, there are actual cars moving. I love that kind of detail.
I love the way it lights up. I love that.
Whee!
Long point.
Mermaids. Go rock. Oh no, Wendy's in terrible danger. Only Peter Pan can save her now. Oh, thank goodness, everything ended up okay. As it often does this time of night, it's become dark. The fireworks are gonna go off in like 10 minutes. And that means Main Street's probably pretty crowded. We are going to avoid that noise and head this way towards Frontierland. We'll be able to hear the music and see the fireworks from anywhere in the park. You just won't see the projections on the castle, which I think is the best part. So you're missing out. So if you're gonna see the fireworks, make sure you're on Main Street so you can see the castle projections. Riding PeopleMover again while the fireworks are going off. That's pretty cool. As the fireworks burst in the background, it seems like a good time to sign off from the Magic Kingdom. We're actually staying for the Boo Bash, but that's going to be a separate video. But I'm closing out the Magic Kingdom video with fireworks behind me from Happily Ever After. So keep an eye out for the Boo Bash video coming up after this video. Thanks for joining us on our journey through the Magic Kingdom today.